Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Social Outcast Podcast. I'm your host, owner of a new apartment. I don't know, I'm losing my edge. And these are my co-hosts.
The Radical Machine.
And
Blitz, your host from Anacene. Great to be with you guys. See, this is why you need to just have one name, you know?
yeah, I know.
So, to celebrate this 13th, right? It is the 13th episode.
Yep.
Yeah,
Episode
That's why-
13.
episode. We are going to be trying out a brand new beer neither of us have ever tried before.
You sure you should be putting in that much?
Yeah, what if you don't like it?
I mean, I'm
It looks
I
having
guess
like-
that's my glass. So
I'm having whatever's left in the bottle.
Looks like
I
soda.
might want to, tilt the glass, reduce the foam.
Sorry, I'm terrible
Way to
at...
go, Marshall.
Shut up, like you would know.
All right.
Fine, I'll give you that one. I'll give her the crap. Oh my god. I'll give her the crappy foam-tastic.
Don't like it at all? Not one bit? Alright, ready?
Cheers.
Nazdrovia.
I wanted some of the tortilla anyway.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, not bad.
Bit of a overreaction, I think.
Not good.
Yeah.
No, I find it absolutely disgusting.
You hate ale.
So to be clear, what we just cracked open
Yes.
is Saunders brand beer. Yes, that's right. Saunders, the company that makes bumpy cakes and
No, it kind of tastes like earwax.
chocolate fudge, all that good stuff. Is Saunders Saunders might be a local thing. People might not know what it is.
Well, yeah, it's got Michigan on the logo.
So I'm thinking it's a Michigan thing then.
I think Moreland
But anyway, yes.
owns them.
So you got the picture loaded up so we can show our audience.
Blam.
There you go. So yeah, Saunders is a local business. They make really famous for their bumpy cake, and apparently they brewed a beer that's inspired by that. And well,
Brewed with cocoa and vanilla, double brown ale. Fine. Why am I reading it off of that? Fine chocolatiers and Old Nation Brewing Company continue their long-standing relationship with this double brown ale brewed with oats, cocoa, and vanilla. This high-gravity ale, there's gravity again, so it's a thing.
I guess gravity goes into making alcohol. That's interesting.
I have no clue what that means, though. This high-gravity ale shows the best of Old Nation's brewing skills mixed with the timeless tradition of Saunders fine chocolate. And to you, sir, I bestow the cap.
Oh yes, because I collect caps. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on the show before. Yes, I'm a
No.
aspiring cap collector, and it doesn't necessarily have to be beer or alcohol. A lot of times I'll collect soda caps too, or pop, as we call it in this area.
So do you have a lot of Jones caps?
I have not seen Jones Soda in a long time. I don't know if it's just I haven't seen it or if
Go
it's
to Kroger's.
Okay.
Kroger has it. I want to say Meyer has it.
I have not seen it at Meyer.
It's not in any of the coolers at all. It's in...
It's like on the shelf. It's kind of
Yeah.
where I found those cream sodas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these ones called Virgil's. And then there's IBC. What else is there? Fago's another regional
Town
one for
Club.
us. Town Club, I have those too. That's a regional
Ooh,
one.
those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially the blue soda.
What is IBU? See, this is where we get into
IBC, you mean?
amateur hour. No, it says IBU. IBU
Oh, on
25.
the bottle. I thought you were talking about the soda companies. IBU is... I have no idea.
IBU is an abbreviation for International Bitterness Unit Scale.
So apparently this is only 25% bitter.
I don't know
Yeah,
if it's a
I've had-
percentage, though.
Oh, maybe it's not a percentage then.
IBU
Look it up.
scale. Okay. So, according to...
Yeah, it looks like it's a 0 to 100, so I think it's like a
Okay.
percentage.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay, fair enough. A stone ruination
Is
is
100%. Oh my gosh.
100 plus. Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA.
Yeah,
is
usually
90.
IPAs are way up there. IPAs are going to be somewhere in there.
There's a guy that I used to listen to, loved IPAs, absolutely loved them, and was all for them and whatnot.
I
And
like them. I just don't drink them all the time. I'll drink an IPA now and then. If you don't want that, you can pass that right over.
Yeah, I thought it might have been just the froth, but no, it still smells bad.
It's a 22
Unless
ounce
you're
bottle
here
for
to
10.
hand me a drink, you can just keep on walking.
We have milk and juice.
But yeah, no, it's a 22 ounce bottle for like $10.
What I still want to
terrible.
try sometime is mead, and I can't find any because Skyrim,
Yeah.
Vikings,
Yeah, I get it.
mead.
Skyrim.
It's mainly made from honey, right?
Honey, yep, that's basically it. It's honey, water.
yeah, we
looked
were
it up.
looking
Honey,
it up.
water, yeast, and your flavoring of choice.
With like various berries and stuff.
But then, yeah, that's when we were looking up and we're like, okay, well, it must be easy to make, right? You just throw it all together. And they're like, no, you have to have it refrigerated at a certain temperature.
A certain gravity.
In a certain gravity. If you don't have the right gravity, it doesn't mix right or something. And it doesn't ferment well. And then you just...
Look at this. Beer gravity is second from the top. Final gravity refers to the specific gravity of the liquid post-fermentation. This is how brewers can calculate the alcohol percentage. Ugh. What? Alcoholic beverage and contents of fermenting alcoholic beverages. Specific gravity or relative density compared to water. Okay. So it's basically like...
The density of it?
Yeah, whether or
Okay.
not it's thicker than water.
So they don't mean, like, get a pressurized container that simulates higher gravity.
Well, they actually might.
Oh, they might. I suppose
No,
you're right.
not simulating higher gravity, but a pressurized container, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you gotta hold in the CO2 if you're gonna do that.
Does beer have CO2, though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got fizz.
Yeah, but the
Right.
foam's a result of the brewing, though, isn't it?
It's carbonated.
I know when we looked up how to make mead, it said something about CO2.
Oh, maybe you do need CO2
That
then.
that might be why there was a bunch of CO2 canisters laying in our old apartment's driveway. We literally just a box full of CO2s. Either
Were
someone's
they
a teacher.
full or
No,
empty?
they were empty.
Okay.
I went and checked
it was-
because
People were maybe they use them for their airsoft guns.
Either
it was
that-
probably the people that were driving in.
what? No,
There were,
because they were there when we were driving in.
but I heard it drop.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But no, there was like a case of, what, 24?
That
There were
Looked like it
24
was the
empty
whole
CO2
case.
canisters just lying in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird as hell. So,
you don't
but
find that every day.
either someone is, what's the word?
shooting.
Yeah, but there's a specific word and now it's ruined. Either someone's very enthusiastic, there it is, about
Craft brewing, home brewing.
home brewing, or they have an airsoft gun, or they're a teacher doing the CO2 cartridge cars.
Oh,
You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
From
What's
You
high
kind of
that?
let off the CO2 and it
What's that
shoots
from?
your...
high school.
We had to do the Mousetrap Cars. You remember those?
Yeah, I know there was Mousetrap cars, and then there were the CO2 cars.
And
I
then-
remember my Mousetrap car went like all the way down the hallway and just would not stop.
I don't remember that.
That's pretty
You
awesome.
don't remember either of those?
No, I remember.
We had-
What class was that for?
7th grade science, I think.
That's
I know the
why-
Mousetrap cars, yeah.
I remember in 7th grade we had to build a car that was supposed to go a meter, but it didn't.
Out of what?
Anything. Just we had to make it go from point A to point B.
I think those were the Mousetrap cars.
Oh, we were given full freedom as
Oh.
long as it got from point A to
See,
point
I
B.
did some interesting projects like that in physics, although I didn't ever do that great. So conceptually, I understood physics pretty well, but there's a reason why I'm not a engineer for hardware. Software, a different story, but hardware, no, because my physics designs always seem to not work. Like, for example, we had to do a crash test design, right? So you had to make it completely out of paper. You had to load an egg as the passenger in your car, and then it went down an extreme slope and had to hit a brick, literally a brick. And if the egg cracked, you got a 0 on the assignment. And it was like an exam weighted grade. So if you messed up, you were in big trouble, right? So mine had a very unconventional and very unrealistic design, but it worked. It had essentially an ejection seat.
What?
The way it worked was I made the car shaped like a cone, so that the very front was just a single point and it coned outward.
Right.
You slip the egg in there and then pat it in there with some cotton swabs. So when it hits the brick, the tension gets sent out along the cone through the single point,
Right.
but doesn't go directly into the egg. But the pressure pushes the egg out, which is then cushioned and then rolls away safely.
Oh, I was thinking.
So, and it worked. The egg, because it worked, and then the teacher's like, oh, we gotta wait for the egg to stop rolling. And it rolled for a long time, and then he looked at it, he's like, all right, well, it didn't crack. Technically, you pass.
Oh my god.
Completely unrealistic, though, right? Because if you get on a head-on collision, you don't want an ejection seat throwing you straight back. But...
Oops.
And then we did another one where we had to do a care package drop. Again, the precious cargo was an egg. And what me and my team did was, the first time we had just a roll of bubble wrap, cut out a section of it, put it in the dead center, put it in, drop it, right? No problem for the egg. Problem with the assignment is, it has to land in a certain zone.
Ooh, there it is.
So it was falling, and at the last second, I think there was like a gust of air that flipped it on its side, and it rolled away from the target like several feet.
Oh, come on. It still landed, though, right?
It landed and was delivered intact, but it was so far off, we only got like 50% on it because we didn't hit our intended drop zone.
You should have gotten another
bullshit.
try.
Well, I mean, think about it, though. If you're dropping a care package to someone and it rolls a mile away from them, it's kind of useless.
Well,
So it
in
makes
high
sense.
But
So-
I mean, like, they would be right there. So it's like, oh shit, it's rolling away. Let's go and stop it.
That's not how the assignment worked. Now, the next year, we did a
Sometimes.
completely different design where we had 2 rectangular styrofoam sheets, cut out holes in the middle of them, so it looked kind of like a gyroscope, kind of.
Right.
And we had the egg in the middle again, so that if it hit, when it hit the ground, the egg was like suspended, so that no energy could get transmitted into it because it was on the styrofoam. So, hit it, tumbled like tumbleweed and went away from the target. The exact same thing the very next year, same thing. Egg survived no problem, thing tumbled away from the target drop zone. And it was awful luck on that.
I remember
Terrible.
it was a paper airplane or a parachute.
Probably a parachute.
I know it was I can't remember. I think it might have been both. But I remember there was one where we had to keep like something up in the air for like so many seconds before it hit the ground. And like so that's just to like have it not completely collapse and buckle and whatnot. And I remember there were like a couple that stayed up in the air for like 30 seconds maybe. So it was more like a glider and it would just like spin around and around and around. But I remember mine was in the air for the allotted time. I think it maybe had been like 10 seconds. But mine went in a straight line,
Okay.
hit someone in the face.
Of course. So some of the other... That's
Like
funny.
they weren't paying attention, and when they were like talking to someone, they turned back, boom.
That's like from a movie.
It was
almost.
like a toy soldier or something.
Yeah. No, so some of the other designs I kind of remember, one group did something like where they overnight baked the egg into gelatin or something. So they like made gelatin and put the egg in it and let it like overnight, put it in the refrigerator and stuff, right? Because they figured, well, it's gelatin. If it drops down, it's just
No,
that did not work at all.
Work.
It hit the ground and there was no splatter because it was gelatin and it stayed together. But you could just see the egg was just like starting to spill out into
it just liquefied in a case.
It was not a good design. But I mean, mine wasn't good either. So
should have done a parachute.
I'm trying to think of other projects we did. I know I could not make a bridge. Bridges are so hard to make. If you have like anything wrong with them, they just crack and instantly break.
Yeah.
Water tower. I decently did well with that, except I couldn't get it to be like perfectly straight, so it was like leaning and just barely wasn't falling over.
I didn't do any of these experiments. I know we did the Mousetrap Cars.
Mm-hmm.
I know we did.
The experience I'm describing were from 11th and 12th grade physics classes.
Physics.
Yeah, but the 7th grade stuff was like the
Mousetrap Cars. And
you
then
took physics
the
twice?
One was the AP.
Oh.
Which served me well because it got me 5 credits. I know when I started my first semester, I already had a full semester worth of credits. So
AP classes are college credits.
Yeah, I know.
As long as you do well on the exam, though.
This is the guy who had like 140% in history in 8th grade.
That was legendary. Me and Taco Nader. So, him and I would compete with each other. Hey, how are you doing in the class right now? Oh, I got 145%. Ha! Well, I got 147%. Because there would be all this extra credit. Oh, man. Okay, I'm not going to name drop. But there was a classmate of ours who...
Let's just call him Shishomaru.
He was not the brightest bulb. And he
Is
loved...
this the scary guy?
No, super weeb.
Yeah, no names. Anyway, so he was really into Japanese culture, and he was also really into drawing. In fact, he was a very good drawer.
Scary.
He was a very good artist, actually. In fact, he could whip up a pretty convincing-looking picture in about 10 minutes. So I made a pact with him. I said... Because we had to do these assignments all the time where you have to
draw a map.
You have to draw a picture and you have to write like several paragraphs. I'm like, I'll do the writing, you do the drawing, we put it together, we win. And we were doing great until it kind of started getting a little lazy and I fired him. But yeah, that was an interesting setup there too.
I worked with Taco Nader on those.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that now. I didn't do shit in that class. I got put in the fucking corner.
I think you were in my class, weren't you?
Yeah.
I got put in the corner.
And then I was in.
I vaguely remember that.
Remember when he kid fell asleep?
Oh, yep. Yeah, that one student fell asleep.
Took the stick. So our history teacher,
it wasn't even like a ruler. Like it was like a legit
wooden dowel,
like inch thick wooden long rod.
It's like that stick that your grandparents have.
It was like a walking stick, basically. And so front row, kid falls asleep. Right?
Didn't he drag the desk like out? In the middle of it, because you know how he had the rows of desks on the one side of the room and then the rows of desks on the other side.
That, yeah.
I thought he did that afterwards.
Yeah.
He broke the stick.
He
scared
this
shit.
thick stick, right? He's trying to wake up the kid. He got a little too animated and smashed it on the desk. The stick splintered, and it was a thick wooden stick too.
Broke it in half, scared the shit out of the kid. And he like bolted up in his chair. He's like,
Okay, I won't fall asleep again, I promise.
and so then those two halves of the stick went into the window during like the summertime to hold up the windows because those windows didn't stay open.
You know
Okay.
it's
So that's what he used them for.
You know it's legendary when the teacher tells other
the
classes about
the
it.
very first class I ever took at Wayne State, the lecturer was complaining about how there's never any chalk. So he brought in his own chalk and he hid the chalk up in the corner of the room, like where like they would set up like the router and stuff. He set it in there, and then he made an announcement. He's like, "All right, you all see that, right? I'm probably gonna need that at some point." Okay, so he goes on, does his usual business. Okay, everybody forgets about it. About 3 weeks later, he's in the middle of like writing down notes and everything. Runs out of chalk without saying a word. Just pulls up a chair, stands up there, grabs the chalk, and then continues using it. And did not remark on it at all, though. And everyone's just looking at you like
super
dang.
nonchalant.
Yeah, he was so nonchalant about it. He's just like. And everyone's like, dang, he was right. He did need that. I think they had a problem where people would take the chalk with them when they were supposed to leave it in there.
We did that.
So
we did
that's
that
why he did that to
time.
hide it. But he also apparently was upset that some people were sleeping and threw a piece of chalk at the back wall and it shattered and like rained chalk dust on people. A little bit crazy. Some craziness.
But
I think I want to say my favorite college story is that one of our old neighbors, I was like walking in and it was like the start of a new semester. So one of our old neighbors was walking in with like a bunch of camera equipment, tripod, big, huge camera, sound boom, everything. A whole 9 yards. And so I like held the door open for him and walked a bunch of the stuff in. I'm like, let me guess. YouTube? When I was like, well, what? Oh, this? Yeah, no, it's one of my friends. He does a cooking show on YouTube. And I recorded, I edited out everything, and blah, blah, blah.
is that how?
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, that's cool, and whatnot. You know, I used to do stupid skits with my friends a couple of years ago. Fell out of it when we couldn't agree on anything. And so he's like, oh, that's cool. Well, good luck to you. I'm like, good luck to your friend's cooking show and everything. So I start this new class. And it's a storyboarding class for writing out scenes and everything. You know, not even film. Well, actually, no, yeah, film. A very basic intro class and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so guys like, the teacher's going through, and he was like a very famous teacher. Did a bunch of stuff.
Should have done the anime.
He did do some stuff. He designed cards for the Witchblade series. So it's like old 80s sexy woman comic books and whatnot. And so like I actually have a pack of those cards somewhere.
I thought it was the anime.
Because like he had competitions where it's like, oh, get a question right, come on up, pick a prize. And
promotional prize.
Literally, like, he said he had, like, a storehouse full of all of his stuff. And so, like, he's got this new movie coming out, like, Aladdin 2727.
Is that Magi?
No. No, it's like a pseudo Star Wars crossover with Aladdin. So it's Aladdin in the space age and like the genie's computer program or something.
Dumb.
I can't remember what the movie was called, and I can't even remember my teacher's name. But
Matt Bush?
wasn't him?
I
Hey,
think so.
the name dropping's fine because he's out in the public.
Yeah.
So I have a pack of cards with the scantily clad women on them and whatnot somewhere here. But so he was like going around and he was like, all right, what have you guys done in film and whatnot? And like we all had to like give an explanation. I'm like, I did some stupid skits with my friends, you know.
Oh, you mean Lights Out? That one?
What's that?
Damn it!
Didn't we talk? We talked about this on an earlier podcast episode.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
But no, see, that's like one that I always remember whenever I'm like talking about videos with you.
Yeah.
Never one that I remember to actually tell anyone else about. Never remember it and whatnot. Because it's like one of those, it was one of those like, all right, we're going to keep quiet about this because, you know, we don't want to get in trouble, whatever.
Yeah.
We were stupid kids and, you know, I should have kept that footage because...
It was not actually that bad. It's just knowing how people overreact to certain stuff.
Yes. And especially, you know, you had some overreactions from other people towards you, where you had to take a couple of our videos down. Mm-hmm. It happened, so I wasn't sure.
Is this with the Nerf guns in Matt's basement?
No, it was with the fake bomb in mine.
Oh.
In my grandparents' basement. Mm-hmm. So,
it's a great video.
Like I was explaining it, like our skits and whatnot, and how I was the camera guy and the actor and whatnot,
and the director,
and the producer, and the editor, and the creator.
You were basically everything, every single role possible.
Both of my videos are still up. Those are the only two sketches.
Those are the ones that you storyboard. We were gonna do one where you did like a vanishing act or something.
No, it was supposed to be like
pan out or something.
No, it looked like shit.
Okay, is that why we ended up not doing it?
No, we did it.
Okay,
it's
I
just
remember
I
we did it. We never posted it. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't edit it right. The way that it was supposed to be was like, Jordan. His name's on our channel already. Mm-hmm. Story time with Jordan.
That video doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
I got rid of that.
Oh, okay.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it kind of was.
But he did star in both of the. It didn't. He starred in one of the videos, and he was in the background in the other one.
Yeah.
Or garden.
So I completely forget who's in my videos. But no, so like the way it was is that Jordan was the subject, whatnot. I was the magician. And so Jordan was like, "Are you sure this is gonna work, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine." And it was like, "Alakazam!" Oops. Didn't work. So I would like put him in like a trunk and just like close it and shove it off in the corner, but have like his arm sticking out. So it's like I think it called it bad magic.
And then there was something where, like, it was... I remember it vaguely. It had something to do with me, too, where you said something that offended me or something, and I, like, started going on a rant, and then you just, like, flicked your fingers, and then you just disappear or something like that. I vaguely remember something like that.
I know there was the magic bucket, which was stupid as hell.
That's why we ended up not doing skits, because...
It's because, like... There was too much...
Nonsense,
yes. Yeah. I was trying to find a nice way to put it. There was too much nonsense to filter through and not enough sanity.
Yeah, exactly. It was... I mean, we were called Madness.
Which is ironic, where it's like...
Yeah, ironically, a channel called Madness Scene, it was too nonsensical and insane for us to put on.
The freaking irony of that and why our channel's dead. By the way... I keep forgetting to mention this, and now that I remember it, about secret weapons over Normandy.
Yes.
I think you should just go on without me, because...
Okay. Because now, unfortunately, once again, you can't join me? Okay.
So, I gotta go get my son, tomorrow, at some point in time. I don't know when I'll be back.
Okay.
And so... I don't want to be the one to hold back your series when I haven't done any of my series. Which, by the way, guess what live stream I saw the other day?
What's that?
Final Fantasy VIII.
Isn't that... Yeah, that's the game you were playing, right?
Yeah.
Why can't you do it?
Because it's someone else trying to soak up all the Final Fantasy VIII nostalgia. If someone does a live stream for, like, I think it was 6 hours... the other
So
day.
what you're saying is you're giving up on that one?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
try and do it. It's
Yeah, you should still do it.
I'm sure you're not the only one who did Fire Red.
so much work.
It is. It really is. Yeah, trust me.
It's literally having a second job when
Did
you want to go in.
I gave some of the stats that I can't remember, but when I did the 1 year anniversary video, I put on some stats. I said I had like nearly 800 gigabytes worth of footage.
You know what?
I forget how many hours I said I probably put in like 250 hours or something over the year. So I mean,
I don't
I can't
think I
remember the
actually
exact
watched that
numbers,
one.
but
Because I think you were going to talk about it on the show, and then it just never was brought up.
yeah.
Besides
I
that
don't.
one.
But anyway, you can just watch it if you want to see. But it was the point is it is a lot of work, and the funny thing is that since I was waiting on you see if we could do it together again, I actually started recording a new one.
Okay.
But I'll just go ahead and finish Secret Weapons Over Normandy. That's fine.
So it's like I don't want to hold you back. I know you've been wanting to do this for like
over
3
a month.
weeks.
No,
More.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it over the break, like at least a month ago.
And then
so.
it's just like nothing lined up properly.
No.
And then, moving out and getting my own place. You would think that might make it easier in the long run. It's like, no, not really.
Well, it's not the long run for you yet. You've only been here very briefly.
Maybe
Yeah.
when Jackson's older.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, all right, so you move in.
No, when he gets older, you'll just have less and less time.
Yeah.
Because then you want to get him involved in stuff. He can't just sit around the house all day.
It's like, I always think.
You need to get him to do fencing lessons at an early age.
Yeah.
Karate, that too.
Are you going to get him into
Guitar.
karate?
I don't know.
You got a free guitar instructor if I can get good enough.
Get good, scrub.
Which
Oh,
I made progress on our theme song. I got into the main tune and I had some measures written out. The only thing is like I want it to actually be like a multi-part piece where then I'll have to record separate tracks and then put them together.
Do you know if
But the problem is I'm still learning on like the whole music writing thing. Like you need like a good bass line. Like if you listen to any kind of music at all, it has like something that's just kind of like in the background that you don't notice unless you pay attention to it, but it actually is like really important.
Yeah.
Because it keeps the pace, it plays in the key, the main key and everything, and a lot of times they'll actually make it where like, oh, if they play a D, then they'll start like a series of high notes in D and stuff like that. So that's like, there's crazy music theory and you can go to school and be an expert at it, or you can try to be self-taught like myself.
That's the get good.
And then of course the other thing is the
Guess not.
game development that I gotta be doing, which by the end of this month I'm gonna be putting out a video. So very soon, basically just explaining what the game will be.
Nice.
So
Cool.
just the overall, and I still have ideas bouncing back and forth and everything,
Well,
but it's gonna be
our number one Japanese expert now literally just texted me on Skype like 5 minutes ago.
the Marine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked him about about the latest Ruby episode, if you've seen it yet, which by the way, that show is going down like super serious route now. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like showing the tragic backstory of characters and why they are the way they are, and then them stumbling on like monsters from their past. It's amazing.
They should do Pyrrha's origin story. Would that be too depressing?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't make sense.
Which, by the
Why?
way,
She was
if
alive.
he just sent you a message, isn't he like 14 hours
It's 11.
ahead of us?
It's 11 over there. Or no,
11
it might
a.m.?
be 12.
Noon?
I know I checked earlier.
12 noon over there, yeah. It's 12 noon
Oh, yeah,
over
so
there.
I-
He's on the other
I-
side of the world.
I just looked it up.
Yeah, they're
Japan.
14 hours ahead of us in Japan. So,
Yeah, well, you'll try and 12:10. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you try and look up Okinawa,
Oh, but
Japan.
it is a Sunday though. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you would
So
think.
he wouldn't be working today.
Yeah, no. You would think, an iPhone world clock would have Okinawa, Japan. No. It's got like
Yeah, but the
something
rest
else.
of Japan's in the same time
Nope.
zone, I think.
They should.
Nope.
What's
Nope.
Tokyo time? Are they an hour ahead?
I have no clue.
Yeah,
but
that's right, because Okinawa is actually southwest of mainland Japan.
What's the one? Osaka, Japan. Tomorrow, 14 hours ahead. It is
Osaka,
11:24.
okay.
You can use that.
Wait, that's weird. It's 14 hours ahead. Why is it 11:24 when it's 10:11?
Because clearly it's...
Your
I don't know.
clock is off.
I don't know. Things
Who
are
knows?
strange.
Whatever.
But anyway, yeah, if you live in that part of the world, happy Sunday.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Do we have any Japanese listeners or watchers?
Our videos have been viewed by people from probably like 90 different countries.
Yeah, we're
The
international.
majority of them
Yeah.
the majority of them come from the United States, of course.
Right.
England, Canada, no, go figure, because we speak English. And then actually we get quite a lot of views from Mexico and Brazil too.
Matt too said
I
there
can
was
understand
a view
Brazil.
from Norway a long, long ago.
Oh yeah, well we've had views from all over Europe, Africa, Asia, literally every continent we've had
Africa.
people. I mean, this is how the world is now. Internet, everybody's connected.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Want to explain the episode name?
Oh, yeah, so today's episode title is I've Learned Not to Mock Friday the 13th.
Freddy's gonna get you.
It's actually Jason, and I made that mistake before, too. So,
Yeah, Freddy's Nightmare
Oh.
in Elm Street.
I've had a
Yeah, I was
shitty
thinking
week.
Nightmare.
A shitty week.
Oh, really?
So, start the day off.
Starting on Friday the 13th is when your woes
Don't-
began.
Don't touch his elbow.
No, so Friday the 13th went off without a hitch. Totally fine. Whatnot.
That's when we broadcasted the show.
Yeah,
and
that's when episode 12 happened.
you passed out drunk later that night.
Passed out drunk later that
That
night.
was
We were
fun.
trying
You
to
weren't
play
really
board
that
game.
drunk. You were just tired. But anyway.
Tired, drunk. I mean, I had like 5 different liquors in that Coke.
That's true.
I had all 5 of those up
the
in that
the
Coke.
social outcast.
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
is
that's
that what we
right. We
dubbed
called
the
it the
drink?
social outcast.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we dubbed it. I don't even remember what it was. What was it? It was like tequila and
No,
other
no,
stuff.
it was
we don't
all
have
whiskey.
that.
Oh, it was all whiskey. Okay.
It was,
Fireball.
no, wrong, right?
It's all the stuff.
no.
It's all the stuff that I don't drink. Like I drink beer and that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
much.
it was Fireball. It was
Speaking of which,
Jack Daniel's Honey. Yeah, bottoms up.
Evan Williams.
The Evan Williams that Jacob gave me. What else? Shit.
Fireball.
well, you probably
Did you say Fireball?
have some of it more. Yeah, see that stuff's too hard for me, and
Oh, right,
I like the smooth
The cherry
quantity
whiskey.
of beer.
Oh yeah.
It was the cherry whiskey. I forgot. So 4. So 4 different whiskeys in the Coke. Tasted god awful.
Yeah, I believe it.
I
I
Tasted
think
like the
it
rum and
tasted
Coke.
awful if you put one of them in there.
No, see, the Jack Daniel's Honey mixed with Coke, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I could drink that all
I don't know. I
night.
can't even drink hard apple cider. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
I love it.
Can't.
And
I
I
can't.
caught shit from the other show that I was on.
Okay.
They're like, they were saying like, oh yeah, no, it's fine that you enjoy it, even though it's
Oh.
shit beer. It's like, okay, don't be subtle or anything.
Didn't they say it's for women?
Yeah, no. One of the guys'
A lot
wives,
of those drinks are supposedly for women.
which I call bullshit.
I guess like men aren't supposed to have margaritas or something.
bullshit.
the
Make
fruity
or
drinks,
other-
freaking
but
margarita if you want
I
one.
do like Green
No,
Apple Angry
it's-
Orchards because they're sour.
By the way, that's one of the stupidest things. One of the things I find very obnoxious is the whole like notion of the man card.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's-
okay. You
it's
want to
really-
know what I caught hell off of?
What?
The side that the zipper was on for my hoodie.
Say what now?
So, like, someone was saying, oh, that zipper's on the left side. I'm like, yeah? So what? And it's like, only women's hoodies are made with the zipper on the left side. I'm like, get the hell out of here. What the shit?
Why does it matter?
Where did that come from?
I have no... It's my Jack Skellington hoodie.
Okay.
It's white and black, and fragile masculinity is real. Oh my god.
It
Hello,
should not
Angela.
matter what
But-
about the zippers.
Yeah, I don't.
So, I don't know who said it, but it's like, you got a chick hoodie. I'm like, I've never heard of this. And I went on the internet. I'm like, does it matter which side the zipper's on for a hoodie? And it's like, no. I'm like, okay, shut up, whoever you
That's
are.
exactly the point, though. It's so arbitrary. It's so stupid. I think
Was it on a video?
people are just
No.
entitled
It
to
was someone I know. I can't
enjoy
remember who
whatever
it
they
was.
want. Now, obviously, there's limitations because some things are a bit insane, but
Yeah. Yeah.
overall, though, like the side of a zipper, come on now. Come on, man.
Okay.
I mean,
But anyway, how we got on that, I have no clue. Oh wait, yeah, the beer, drinking margaritas, blah blah blah, whatever. So
That night was great.
Friday the 14th, pass out, didn't play the game.
yeah, it was
That's
not Friday on the 14th.
That's
it was
Saturday
That's-
the 14th. Jeez.
Tomorrow.
Oh
There was
my
a
God.
double Friday in a row. How much of that beer did you drink?
Not a lot. 'Cause
Not a lot of
it's- whew.
Okay, anyway,
Oh.
Saturday the 14th.
Pass out, don't play the game. I was pissed. Okay, fine, whatever.
Which game?
The board game that.
Oh,
Champions
right.
of
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Asgard.
Yeah.
So Saturday comes around, eating breakfast.
Mhm.
Guess what happens? My crown pops off. Chip the tooth, everything.
Oh, I kind of remember you saying something like that.
At least it was a clean cut.
Sharp ass molar gouging into my tongue, whatnot. Bugged the hell out of me. So I get in Monday. I have to leave early. Get in Monday, get it fixed.
Oh,
it's back
and
in.
they don't like when you leave early either.
Oh no, they don't mind if it's like a major issue, like a
Okay.
broken tooth.
But when you're trying to move into an apartment, well, that's a whole different story.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Not gonna go there.
There were no,
We're not even
no,
gonna
no.
go there.
There were obvious issues that were going on,
Yeah, he was
and
having a personal problem.
and I'm not gonna get into it.
That's fair. I don't want you to get into it.
Problems.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's finicky over there.
Also because he might actually listen to the show.
Oh.
Does he even know what it's called?
Yes, he's
Oh.
listened before. He heard my solo show when I was going off on Metallica.
He.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, broken tooth on Saturday,
Okay.
whatnot. Sunday I think went off without a hitch. Monday was when I got the tooth fixed,
Mhm.
and Tuesday comes around morning. Oh crap! I got up late, or I'm trying to go and do something really quick before work. Get out, didn't even pay attention to the ground, whatnot. Super icy. It was freezing rain. Slipped, fell right on my ass. I was like 5 inches away from
See,
like,
at my place, it was ridiculously icy, and there was a bucket of salt in the inside.
yeah, same
So
here.
I was like, well, I'm going to be a good citizen and put the salt out. So that's what I did. I put it out, went to sleep. Next morning, I woke up, rain had washed it all away. It was icy again. It was like I did nothing.
Right.
And I was just
Wow.
shaking my head. That was pointless.
So
The other day, I still had blue dust on my shoes from that salt. I was trying to figure out where I got blue dust on my shoes from.
making
And
the,
it was
making
that
the
blue
sky.
It was that blue stained salt, not the stuff that
Yeah.
Heisenberg makes, like
Yeah.
legit blue stained salt.
So, do you think the people here or maintenance ever salts the sidewalks?
Oh yeah, no, it's just like it was
Cook
6
that
o'clock in the
sign.
morning. Oh no, out in the courtyard?
Yeah.
No,
Because
because
it says they don't, but I was wondering about
it's
the other
not-
side.
it's not a mandatory side. Out there, yeah. but it's like out
So
in the courtyard.
why is out there front?
Courtyard, because someone wired it stupid. Their electrician was a moron. But the courtyard isn't like mandatory to have.
Oh, speaking of electricians, well, it has to do with electricity. Don't let me lose this thought. Continue.
Electricity. Okay. So, get out, completely eat shit. Busted my elbow. My elbow still hurts.
Ooh.
Confident I fractured it.
That bad? Seriously? Which
Yeah.
elbow?
This one.
And you want to do a sword fighting video after this?
Oh, he's not even going to the doctor for it.
I guess I sprained my ankle and I went on, I've been playing soccer and I've been doing crazy stops as the goalie. I even had somebody collide into my ankle and kind of maybe twisted a little bit again. But I was fine.
Oh my god!
I was hobbling around, no problems. I had full mobility. You apparently saw me going on my run today.
Yeah,
she pointed it out. I'm like, she's like, "Is that Matt?" I'm looking over. I'm like, "Haha, it was."
What gave it away? The hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the coat.
That one of my coworkers has taken to calling me the man in the black hat now.
Well,
because
dude, that guy watches Aji, and I swear.
And the other thing is, somebody else is giving me a hard time for the hat because I started putting it on in like October and such, and they're like, "Dude, it's not even cold out." And
yeah, I'm surprised you were wearing it even then. It was only like 50.
All right, I'm exaggerating. Maybe it was
No. I mean, like today, it was like 50.
Yeah, but see,
I went out in
all right, but here's the problem though, right? When you go running.
Oh yeah.
You get the air kind of brushing past you, and then your ears get all, and especially because I had headphones in, so the combination of the headphones plus the sound of cars rushing past you just kills your ears.
True.
And so, but if I found that for whatever reason, if you have a hat on, it just doesn't do anything to you. So maybe it's the cold then. I don't even know.
Who knows?
But cold. That's another topic. I had two topics. Okay, so I'm going to get into the electricity one first before we get into the cold one.
Okay.
So I had something really strange happen to me. I don't know how it happened. I want to see if I can duplicate this because this is awesome. So at my place, I have, the lamp, and right next to it, I had an LED light. Well, I'm walking around in my socks and everything. So as I'm walking around, I'm building up static electricity.
Right.
I went to turn off the lamp, and I touched the lamp base. I got a huge static shock, and the LED, which was not even in contact with the lamp, just turned on. The static shock somehow turned on the LED. I did not press a button or anything. I just touched the lamp base. The LED's like an inch away. Just turns on.
Did it shut off?
So when I pressed the button to turn it off, it would not turn off. I was pressing the power button and the LED was just it turned on, powered by a static electricity shock, not even directly to it. So I clearly somehow the energy channeled into it and set off some kind of reaction, which made it go on. It was the freakiest thing. I've never had something like that happen to me before.
Nice.
And the only way I could get it to stop was to pull the batteries out of it. Because the power button wasn't working. And then when I put the batteries back in, then it wasn't doing that anymore. And now it functions like normal. But when that static shock, it just flipped on. I'm like, what the? I didn't even turn that on. How did that happen?
Wow.
I tried to look it up online if anybody's had something like that happen before. And then all you get is on Google is, what is static electricity? Static electricity 101. Thanks. That's real helpful. So I want to see if I can get that to happen again. Or if that was just some freak thing that everything was lined up perfectly for that to happen.
Weird.
Well, folks,
Very
that's how
strange.
you get your electricity back if you don't pay for it.
Yeah, maybe that's like a thing nobody's ever thought of before.
All right.
If you need to jumpstart your electricity, just get a ton of static worked up in you, snap something, and it'll just pop it on.
You know what comes to
Sure,
mind?
it'll hurt a lot, but you'll get electricity.
The Ed, Ed and Eddie episode.
I was not allowed to
Yeah.
watch that
Oh
show.
yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Let me just pull it up really quick.
maybe if I would have liked it, I wouldn't have been allowed to watch it.
It's such a silly video.
Oh, Ray was...
Zappity
no,
zap
that's
zap.
weird.
That.
Well, wasn't it this other one?
No, it was this one. So
Post it in the
yeah,
so that everybody.
I'm gonna post it. So in the description, we have the video we're talking about where Ed, the dumb one, is basically running around the living room and all over the house in socks, building up static electricity. And he essentially creates like an electric vortex dragging everything in. And so Double D's like, no, stop. And Ed just goes zappity zap zap, holds out his finger. As soon as he touches Double D, the house explodes.
Wow.
And then in the next, and then in,
Like an
and
EMP.
then, and then in the next episode, the house will be fine and back to normal.
That's how cartoons are.
Yeah,
Cartoons are fun.
Stuff gets blown up all the time.
Oh my god, I am not going to have you guys rain on my parade of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. No.
Because we didn't watch it.
Because we watched more sophisticated cartoons.
Well-
Sophisticated, who cares? And now I watch anime, which is better than literally anything.
Hey, I would have watched
That's very elitist of you.
The Fairly Odd Parents if my mom would let me.
Did I send you a picture of... This goes back to the game development. Did I send you a picture of, like, kind of what I want the characters to look like?
No.
I took a picture of myself and sent it to you.
Oh,
After the
war
soccer
paint?
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I took it... Maybe I didn't send you this one.
You sent me the war paint where it was like very faint.
Because, alright, I've noticed that in games like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy or whatever, right? All the characters, they look perfect.
Yeah.
Their hair's always
'Cause they're
perfect and
anime
everything.
games.
They're all clean. They all got their fancy styles and everything.
Did you see the hey, we need a disguise. Just
Yes.
throw on robes.
That-
Perfect.
I'm wondering if that's actually the legit dialogue from the
I
game.
don't know,
It
but that would
probably
be
is.
amazing.
But anyway, I gotta find the picture though. I wanted it to look, I wanted everybody in the game to look something like this.
War paint.
So, they got dirt on their face, they got red under their eyes from being tired, they look angry as heck, and they basically, it looks like they're gonna tell you, yeah, I've seen some stuff. I've seen some.
I kind of look like you belong in prison without your glasses.
I want one of the characters.
He looks angry.
Yeah.
One of the characters needs to have a 1,000-yard stare. One for their profile
Be the
picture.
Stairmaster?
Get the Marine.
Get the Marine to do it.
No. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, fine. Whatever. That's
the
fine.
Marine would
No,
look
we already have his character's picture already.
Oh.
It's the
Oh,
one that
really?
you sent. That
Is it a horse?
no,
or
you
a
sent it to me.
pony?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
The Mads picture?
For who? The Marine?
No, for you.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about the Marine's picture.
Yeah.
Where it's like the Stairmaster.
He's gonna appreciate this.
It's a reference.
He's gonna be the one of the most powerful units.
No,
He
you're
would
playing
like that.
into his hand. Oh, don't encourage him.
No,
Yeah, I'm a.
it just
Oh.
as a joke.
I'm a
as a
powerful
joke,
character
because
in that game.
it like so what it's gonna be is like his character starts out with better fitness, better agility, better strength, better carrying capacity, better accuracy.
Have you told him yet?
No, I have not told him.
Good. Don't. Just
Yeah.
let him play the game, and when he finally figures out who his character is, he'll be like, hey.
Yeah, exactly. He'll appreciate that.
Oh.
Yep.
You're encouraging him.
But I'm thinking what it's going to be like is he's going to be one of those characters where his base stats are high and then his potential is smaller. So his stuff, even though his stats start out higher, in the long run he gains stuff slower.
Yeah, well, he won't like that. Though.
I suppose he won't like that. But to make
if he gains it slower, okay, fine. But if he can
Yeah.
still like max out,
yeah, he can still max out. It'll just be slower though because he's
Okay.
closer to his capacity than everyone else.
All right. That's fine. But speaking of like bills now and whatnot, needing to pay for electricity and gas, it's like, well, one of those bills tried killing us this week, and that also plays into the bad luck, where my furnace had 2 major holes into the
And
pipe
no one
feed.
ever noticed that?
No.
You know they're supposed to do routine inspection.
There was an inspection checklist, and the only thing it said was carpet was redone.
No, that was moving in. They didn't say anything like that. But yeah, no. So the feeding line that feeds into my furnace for the gas had 2 big holes in it and was literally leaking gas into my bedroom closet.
The energy guy said that the pipe was rusted.
Yeah, she took a couple of pictures and yeah, it's like incredible. It was incredibly rusted. It still looks like shit, but at least they fixed it. And then the guy also said, it's like, yeah, you also have carbon monoxide leaking from your vents.
The guy said,
that's
the guy
lovely.
replaced the pipe.
That's lovely.
Huh?
He replaced
So you'll just
the pipe.
Yeah, no, he replaced
you'll just
it.
go to sleep one night and never wake up.
Yeah,
you choked to death.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
But I have a carbon monoxide detector sitting on my dresser. But yeah, no, it's like, it's super fucked. Because it's like, it's leaking from the vents and they don't know what was causing it.
Oh, and the worst part was they said they had replaced all the appliances.
Which...
So they messed up when they were replacing
Yeah,
them.
No, in the long run, it's like, it's good to not trust everything. That's probably just a selling point for people. Because one of my stove places, it doesn't work. Like, the only way it'll work is if the other one's running.
Okay.
So, that's messed up already.
And it's a gas stove. And I didn't think they made gas stoves anymore.
What kind's yours?
Electric.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Ours is shit.
Yeah, because I don't ever have to light anything. So yeah, it's electric.
At my
Ours is
mom's
shit.
place, it's an electric, and it definitely looks older than this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't like my stove, but...
Well, one of the places I was looking at, it was like, the place was evidently built in the 1930s, and they never updated the appliances.
Wow.
So,
it's still the typical wood furnace?
The stove was literally, looked like it was from 60 plus years ago.
Ugh.
That would have been
And
interesting,
I
at
would-
least.
I wanted nothing to do with that place when I saw it. Everything was like, the ground, there was no carpet, it was like brick floor, kind of. Like stone floor, cobblestone, kind of, almost.
But that's what's underneath the carpet
Yeah.
right
yeah,
now.
But
Yeah, no, they didn't
It's
have
a
a carpet.
cracked stone floor.
They didn't have a carpet over it, though.
Did they
kinda
say they
thing.
were going to add carpet?
No, because it was designed, it was like glossed over and everything.
Oh.
It was like glossed cobblestone, kind of, or something like that. I don't know how else to describe it.
Easy to clean, looks like shit.
Yeah. Some other... It was also like, well, the one benefit of potentially having that place would be that there's nobody above you.
Yeah, same.
And it's a completely separate unit.
So
I think there would be like a, on the other side of the wall, on one end would be somebody else's unit. So it was almost like condos, kind of, but they consider them to be apartments, though.
See, I'm
'Cause
wondering
you're
right
renting-
now
you'd be
what my
renting
neighbors
it.
think of my show. Just because we're all here. And no offense, you're
Getting
considered the loud one. So,
Yeah, we've been over this before.
yeah. I'm just curious as to what my neighbors think of my show.
They probably think
If they speak English.
They probably think your voice is very lovely. And
You
they
calling me ugly? Did I say that?
It's a proven fact that radio stars generally don't look very good. But their voices are great, though.
Well, Dave and Chuck,
That's the power
you
of the
can
radio.
see what they look like. 'Cause they
Yeah, Dave
have
Hunter.
They have YouTube videos.
Okay. Dave Hunter looks fine. looks how
Married.
he would look. Chuck looks the way he looks.
Some people though, like with radio voices, you'll see what they look like in person. You're like, no, that person doesn't have that voice. And then like
Yeah,
when
I
you
know,
see them
right?
talking, it'll just like
Look really bizarre.
It'll look really bizarre. I think it's because you're so used to hearing their voice without having an image attached to it, so that like when you listen to them talking and you can see video of them, it's almost like their voice is disembodied.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like they're lip syncing and that's someone else's voice, but it's legitimately their voice. But you're just so used to seeing them, you're hearing them, and then seeing them talk. It's like, wait, that's the guy who has that voice?
It's like the radio station I used to listen to.
Like the other show that got canceled that I used to watch, like when I would listen.
Beware,
to
if this guy starts watching your show, you'll end up getting canceled at some point.
Oh, come on. The other show went through over 160 episodes.
And then crashed and burned.
For
more like
personal reasons, obviously, and
yeah.
But
like half of them.
when they started streaming on YouTube, they had cameras up and whatnot, so they had face cams. I'm like, yeah, that's about what I pictured them to look like and whatnot.
If you ever decide to do that, I'll just sit in the corner.
I'm telling you, you can wear the mask.
A Guy Fawkes mask?
Oh, Plague Doctor one.
Oh, I'd rather have a Guy Fawkes mask.
You can choose from several masks. I get them.
Oh, I have the night mask too. The night winter mask, which is awesome. I love that thing. We
also have the Corvo mask and a death mask.
You need to get a Kylo Ren mask for your
that would be
sabers.
Very nice. Very
cool. I want to get a crossguard saber.
Mm-hmm. But you've already dropped enough money on sabers as it is.
See, okay. Look,
are you finally fed up with that company too? Because I noticed that you've been watching videos for sabers from other manufacturers. I'm like, oh.
No, those were something completely different.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
I didn't
maybe
even
he's looking.
it.
Okay, I was like, oh, he's looking into a different manufacturer.
Yeah,
now.
I thought you were talking about the Saberforge fails.
Saberforge fails?
Maybe there were like some broken sabers that were sent out, but like they fixed them. But yeah, no, they don't even have my account anymore.
What?
I can't log into my account to look up my old orders. Yeah.
So you wouldn't.
So they just scammed you, is what you're saying?
No, it's not that. It's like I still have like proof of orders and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I have proof of my account. It's just I think they updated it. They completely went through a
revamp,
huge overhaul of their website.
Okay, and they just probably lost all of the data from before.
Probably. That's
fair
bad.
That's bad software.
Yeah, it's a pretty
that's
fair
bad software and
Clearly
website
they
engineering.
all of their accounts.
Look at you, Mr. Coder. Well, yeah, true.
By the
That
way,
is what you do.
I'm on the fence now which coding language to do the game in. In the video, I said I was going to do Java, and I'm having second thoughts about that now.
Could you explain
No,
that?
C++ most likely.
Oh, damn it.
Because I don't understand the differences between them.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
All right, so get ready.
It's two different languages.
I know.
All right, here we go. Ready? So.
The Developer's Desk, Episode 1.
Yeah. No, okay. So get ready for some really technical and nerdy talk, okay? I hope I don't put our audience to sleep here. All right, C++.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
For even
C++ is based off of C. C is considered one of the lowest level programming languages that's not assembly language.
Isn't it Microsoft?
No. And what's assembly?
All right, so C it's just like a set of syntax and everything, but it lets you have direct control of memory locations and how you allocate stuff and all that stuff. Okay, C++ is a little bit higher level. It's built on the foundations of it. It lets you do some things like object-oriented programming, which is very important for game design. You have to know object-oriented programming if you're going to be a game designer.
Is that like block coding?
So the object-oriented means that everything is represented as a object with stuff it can do. So like you would make a class called phone. What can a phone do? It can call, it can text, it can shut off, it can turn on. These would all be functions. Where its attributes, its size, and then you define the behavior. So you have to know that. So Java is a language specifically made for object-oriented programming. Like, it forces you practically to do it that way. It makes you have to specify types, blah, 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 blah. C++ lets you do whatever you want. The biggest difference and the reason why I'm reconsidering is because Java apparently, when you compile, doesn't compile into binary code. I never knew this. It compiles into some other type of code, which then runs on a virtualization layer, which uses up a ton of system memory and runs way slower than C++ code. So it means it would be like more loading to do. It'd take up more memory when you're trying to run it and everything.
Is it more advanced?
Not really.
Oh.
Not really.
Okay.
So it's simple. It's depending on who you ask, it's simpler. The only problem with C++ is that it's a pain to develop sometimes because you actually have to know what you're doing, and if you make mistakes, it might take you a long time to figure out what you did wrong, and you'll be scratching your head. So people say like, oh yeah, you can develop it in half the time with Java, but your performance is going to suck, your game's going to be slow. You're going to have to require whoever's running it to have Java runtime on their computer, and C++ is just like, boom, execute, anybody can run it.
Okay.
On any platform, Linux, Windows, Unix,
you know what?
Macintosh.
I was actually worried about that. And I actually meant to bring it up to you. It was like, if you're programming this in Java...
And you need Java runtime. You've had a bad experience.
Doesn't that mean that the player has to have Java on their computer?
Yeah, so it's not ideal. It's less than ideal.
I do remember a few things from computer science.
I'm thinking that's why I'm probably going to look into some libraries that do... So the biggest problem that's going to be for me is not going to be designing the logic of the game so much. It's going to be the graphics. And the graphics are not going to be impressive. They're going to be just enough to get the job done. Let's just say that.
RuneScape?
No. Lower.
Lower.
Oh.
Like, it's going to be like playing a board game on the computer, essentially. Because you
might be able to.
If you want to be good at graphic design, you almost... Yeah, well, you can make sprites and you can have them design those and then have them like appear and everything. But like, if you want to actually get into animation, you gotta like get all the proper libraries. You kind of have to take classes at a university and like learn how to properly do animation. I don't want to go there. I do not want to go there. Okay.
Okay.
I just got out of that joint.
Don't
send me back.
I'm a programmer. I'm not a game. So when you take game development or game design classes at a university, more often than not, they're more of an art class than an actual computer science class. Because they're teaching you how to design the characters and make their like character models and animations. But like a lot of times, these people, they don't know how to code. Like we had. In one of the senior project class that I had to take, 2 of the projects were game development, and you had to work with game school people who designed the characters in the game world and everything, but you had to code the logic for like hitboxes, the algorithms for hitting stuff, the algorithms for collision detection. You have to code all that stuff. They don't know how to do that stuff. They only know how to make the character look like they're doing stuff. But the internal logic has to be done.
It's animation.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah, it's just an animation school. But that's what I'm saying. So it's very misleading if you want to go into game design because it's
like, all right, what exactly do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to animate characters or do you want to code?
Yeah.
And I would think a majority of the people who I want to go into game development are like, I want to create these characters.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to code. Everybody's afraid of coding. Everybody's deathly afraid
I've read
of...
that game development colleges aren't very accurate or forthcoming with the like being able to get a job and like
I mean, seriously, how high in demand do you think like video game developers are? Not very.
Because I mean,
so many people play video games.
Right.
So many people are like, I want that to be my job.
Right.
That's my dream job.
And the other thing is that there's only so many publishers and studios that make games.
They go in, they dump like over $30,000 into something, and then they're still working at Kroger. You know, it's like being an actor or a voice actor. It's like you never bank on it.
No.
You start it off as a hobby, and if you get someone's attention, that's how it works.
Yeah, so essentially what I would do then is I would be an indie developer.
right.
And
which is what you kind of already are.
yeah, and I would usually people are with indie games are more forgiving of stuff because they know like, hey, you know, this is one guy doing this.
Like
so,
Axiom for
So I'll give them a break if the graphics just look like it's just a board game, right? Kind of thing. I mean, yeah, you'll get the high and mighty people that'll be like, I want nothing to do with that. This looks like total crap. But I think that there is a market in a sense for like people who just want to appreciate like a well-designed game. And I'm still on the fence. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna like try to sell this. I think more or less it'll just be like
a penny.
It would have to be a
I would
higher
if I put it
quality
on
to
Steam.
get a
Like,
lot.
say I try to make a bid to have it on Steam. I'd literally just say this is gonna be free to play.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it would go on there, so I would hopefully get it on Steam, but it would just be a free download. You play it, you have fun with it. No warranty, no nothing. You
Maybe more
you just
people
have
would
fun
play
with
it.
Now let me ask
Yeah.
you this.
That would be cool to have it on Steam though. But yeah, I wouldn't try to make a profit off of it.
Yeah,
I say that now, and then it becomes a big success, and next thing you know,
$60.
$60 plus
per level.
plus 20 for each DLC. Yeah.
So let me ask you this then.
Okay.
Even though I have no artistic talent, if I can do it on a computer, I think I could make it work.
You have artistic talent.
I mean, heck, I would be okay with the sprites literally being hand-drawn pictures that are scanned to my computer.
Okay.
So if
I
you
like
could
some
even like
things to
hand
draw.
draw pictures for me,
That's what I was
I'd be
gonna say.
appreciative of it.
If
Yeah.
there's any way that I could find either a program
Mm-hmm.
or just straight up draw it to design a character and design so that way there's some illusion of animation. Like, even if it's just 4 sprites long, where it's like, alright, here's...
So you stand and you
So
have
you
your sword
stand and
stance,
pose.
You
and
do
then
this.
one swing,
There's a-
swing, and then like return to the
Right.
pose or something.
So-
yeah.
Pose is standing up, a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a dip, up, down, okay, that looks like they're, moving,
Yeah.
whatnot.
Well, I mean, if
And
you
then
look
the
at
attack
if you
is
look
like,
at the old
boom,
school like
Boom, boom.
Fire Emblem and Advance Wars, that's literally all it is. Like the
Oh,
units
yeah.
look like they're bouncing up and down, but it's literally just 3 or 4 different sprites going through a loop of them looking
Right.
like they're kind of yeah.
Yeah,
So if
remember
I could
Advance
make
Wars.
it work like that, would that be acceptable? Would you be
I-
able to do it?
I would accept if you just had a solid picture. At first, I wouldn't even go into the fancy because that's stuff that I would consider non-essential. So to me, essential would be the user needs to know what's going on. That's the
You know
essential
Python,
stuff.
right?
I do know Python.
I got a sprite to work.
In okay, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he made a mini movie.
Nice.
No. I made a mini movie with Windows Movie Maker.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yep.
you used.
Oh, it looks like shit. It's so bad.
No, you use Python.
Oh,
with
isn't it on the
Sora.
Forbidden YouTube channel?
Yes,
Who's
it's this
the-
one.
Yeah.
But I know I've linked to it before, but like I did all of this with
Okay.
Windows Movie Maker, and
Oh.
all I
Yeah,
did.
so all you did was you just had the frames go through a sequence. Yep.
But you see how it's like
Yeah.
it keeps doing this. It's because I didn't have a set size for each sprite.
Right.
They were all individual sizes.
Did you design those sprites yourself? Or you
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because that actually looked pretty
But you
legit.
put
when you
in-
were- okay.
You put in
It was from
code.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
you put
okay.
code in though.
No,
for
I
the
didn't.
movie.
Anyway,
no.
anyway,
That was from a different sprite. So with
Yeah,
the Pythons,
But with
Mhm.
Sora.
I actually took like individual sprites
yeah,
that were already cut up.
yeah.
So someone had already cut out the sprites so they were even. And that's how I did the coding one.
But believe me, the hardest part of the development is gonna be the graphic design. I can make the game. I have 100% confidence in my ability to make the logic of the game work fine.
Right.
But when
Okay.
I start to get into the graphic stuff, I'm gonna be pulling my hair out. I'm gonna be pulling my hair out trying to draw a hexagon because that's one of the details. I'll just say it right now. One of the details is instead of having a square board, it's gonna be a hexagon board.
Like one of the games you played on Lost the Ages?
Yeah, hexagon boards because hexagon boards are much more tactically in depth because they simulate more directions of movement and everything. But
So-
like literally trying to draw just a board is probably going to drive me out of my mind
So
because
a dodecahedron would be even worse?
you know,
Dodecahedron's 3D, isn't it?
yeah,
I thought it
yeah,
was
it
like
is.
12 sides.
It's a three-dimensional object. Yeah.
Ye-
No,
Oh,
this is all 2D.
okay.
There's no 3D in this game. Do not expect any 3D from me at all. I'm
Not
not
even
even
Okay.
like just. I mean, I don't know. Like two
The
stacks high.
the illusion of 3D.
Yeah,
Not
where
even
it's
like
Okay.
honestly, believe me,
I was just
I'm
curious.
freaking out just thinking about drawing a hexagon 2D in code because I know how many pointer errors I'm going to get wrong, how many memory issues I'm going to get wrong, how many syntax errors I'm going to get. I know what's going to happen is I'm finally going to draw and it's not going to look right and I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to make it look good and everything. It's just going to, the graphics is just going to be, whew.
Matt's
It's going to be,
pulling his hair out.
it's gonna
right
be.
now.
It's gonna be one of the. It's gonna be the. I believe me. It's gonna be the last thing I do. I'm gonna make the entire thing fully functional without graphics, and then I'm gonna add the graphics layer to it. Because that's technically how you're supposed to do it anyway. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have them as basically separate modules. So what you see happening on the screen is a representation of what's going on in the background. So the way that the very, very, very basics of it is that every object in the game has an update function, and
Right.
you constantly call the update on it. So you say update, everything shows up and everything, right? So in an RTS game, for example, it's constantly calling the update every frame, basically.
Okay.
And that's representing what the internal logic looks like is happening.
Is that a slower game?
So mine's going to
No.
be turn-based strategy. So it's just going to be click, move kind of thing. And then you get to make your attacks, and then it goes on from there. And then the world map's probably going to be more just point and click unless I can be brilliant enough to make it more adventure style, but that's way down the road. That's way down. The basics of it, I'm still working on the concept of it. I do know some things that will be in it, like the Four Horsemen. They will
That's
show up at
so
some point.
Awesome. That's super.
Um,
metal.
Is it going to be the
The-
Darksiders?
The
No.
nights
Oh.
the nightmare scenarios
Well,
will show up.
That might be.
There's gonna be an entire chapter.
would be
There's gonna be
funny?
an entire section of the game as a tribute to Fire Emblem because that's the biggest influence for it.
You know what would be awesome? It's just like when you go up against like an epic boss, you know,
Mhm.
the Four Horsemen, they look like super amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like sprite characters. 8-bit sprite characters fighting like super realistic,
hand drawn, like incredible looking,
super amazing.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I almost kind of wanted to have it though, where the characters' profile pictures are hand drawn, just to make it unique. Like that would be a unique art style instead of doing an 8-bit sprite. Literally, it would just be a. I keep saying literally. I shouldn't do that. It's a bad habit. It'll just be a picture hand drawn of the character, and it'll be in a box, and then you'll see all their stats. Heck, I might even use a hand-drawn picture as the sprite that moves around on the board and everything.
I thought that's what you were gonna do.
Well, I mean...
That would definitely bring a different aesthetic to it.
It would. It would be cool. It would probably look cheesy as heck, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I'm probably going to be writing the music for it, too.
Oh.
Which...
You can write music?
I'm working on it.
Come on, seriously?
We explained this like a half hour ago.
I thought you could just like read and play music.
I can read and play music, and
he's writing our intro.
Have you seen those pictures? Have you seen the? I'll show you. I sent it. Oh, maybe I didn't. I know I sent it in message. Come on.
God, I draw like shit.
You should ask me to do it.
I got to a point where I was okay at drawing like pictures of people, but I couldn't do too much with it. Like this. This is me. I wrote that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
there's more to it than that. Yeah. So, the notes are there. That's just one. That's like the main part. That's like the melody part. I need to have another part that's like the rhythm part to it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But yeah, that's one of the. So that's like one of the topics I wanted to bring up on this show. This is the perfect. Does that
guy have a pirate?
No.
Oh.
It's just like it's based on that one character I tried doing that video for.
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding?
Yeah.
All right, maybe for one of the Social Outcasts episodes, we'll have like a draw off, like a draw duel, quick draw duel. Yeah. But instead of drawing pistols and shooting at each other, it'd be like you have like 60 seconds to draw something,
and it's all the same thing.
So or like 5 minutes or something.
You come up with a character, and they have 5 attributes, and you have to include those attributes.
So, like, you would think of it, be like, I want a character to have this, 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 and this, and then the two of us would have to draw the picture of it in, like, 5 minutes or less.
Or, hell, even, like, say, I'll go on Facebook and post, and it's like, hey, guys, I'm trying to do something here. I want a character with 5 facial features, whether or not it's a scar, makeup, missing teeth, or like anything else, like color hair, not necessarily color hair, but like, they have striking eyes or serious bedhead.
Don't even get me started with eyes. Dude, I would draw a picture of a person and then it would take me like maybe an hour to form like, the ratio of their shoulders and their head and their whole body and everything, right? Then it would take me a half hour just to do the eyes. Because if they don't look right, it just looks like total crap. If the eyes don't look good at all. Because it just looks so stupid. It just... Are you trying to draw me?
Trying to go left to right. I can't do it.
Like, here, let me...
It's too much awkward eye contact.
I can draw here, like a generic set. So let's see.
The reason that we got on this...
Talk about a topic while I do this.
So, the reason that we got on this is, as we were talking about hand-drawn sprites and everything, I went and grabbed my notebook and a pen and I just drawed up, like, a quick, very, very shitty face. And, like, I designed it around my character, who Matt designed, and I actually sent him the picture.
You didn't even have to draw half his face because it was blocked out.
Mm-hmm. But no, that's like the character's look.
Right.
You know that...
It's just easier.
the video we were gonna do. The Death Stranding character. You know, when I did that face makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
was
what
gonna
my
be the
character's
video?
gonna look like.
Oh.
Yeah, that was gonna be the video. That was gonna be the Cthulhu host.
Oh. I was thinking like a standalone video.
No, the door knocker for Cthulhu religion. Hello, sir. Do you have time to speak of the terrible lore of the deep dark Cthulhu? Something like that.
Remember now.
Right now, Matt's drawing a picture. And let's do something.
With a giant nose.
He's frantically shading in the nose, and now he's working on those eyebrows. Those eyebrows.
Those eyebrows. They need to be thicker.
He's under pressure. Now he's working on the left eyebrow. And
Like cardboard.
seemed
thick.
a bit raised and whatnot, and he's got
Construction
got
paper
a
thick.
freakish cheekbone. Oh, actually, no, wait, that was my drawing, so never mind. He's now working on the lips.
The nose
I believe.
bubble.
I hate the lips. Lips are
Working
annoying
on
to
the
draw.
right side of the
No,
face.
this is just like drawfee.
The corner of the thing, the upper lip. That nice little nose dip. He's got very, very big, large lips. Is he a clown? Is he wearing makeup? No one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows at all.
Probably freaking him out.
He's got a freakishly bloodshot like eyes, and now he's working on the hair. At least I think it's the hair. No, it's the side of his face. Now he's going
I feel
towards
like
the
I want
chin.
to do this now.
Stubble of his chin, maybe, and whatnot. And
Yeah.
He's got a beard, and he's got a pretty fat face. I swear to God, this better not be me. I'm gonna be pissed. It's me. I fucking know it. And he's got
no
Alright, you're putting me
Gotta
under pressure. You're putting me under pressure now. I can't
got
do
a
this.
got a shaggy head. Now it's his ears. and
Come on, Marshall. He doesn't have glasses.
Look, I lost I lost material. I had to go with something different.
See how I got way out of proportion, though? This is what
I'm gonna
sucks
tweet this.
about drawing.
I'm gonna tweet this.
But see,
It's so out of proportion, though.
The
'cause-
facial hair
'cause
is
I-
longer
'cause
than
I
Oh
was
God, I
frantically
can't tweet
drawing.
that. I can't tweet that. That has my address on it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not my address. Never mind.
that's the store address.
Yeah, I'll block it out though. Unless you need it, I'll just rip it off and I'll take a. I was videotaping it and whatnot, but. Who the fuck is that? There's. Oh. No. No, because now I'm gonna be a dick. You know, fuck
No.
it. He won't know. He won't know. Cause you you messed up the eye.
I know I did.
That's what he was worried
That's
about.
what I told you about. The eyes suck.
No, the eye of the person. I'm sorry, I'm poking
What?
fun at him.
What?
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm poking fun. I'm being an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
You know that would be in a video, not a picture, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
'cause
show
usually,
that in
though,
a picture.
He's
'cause-
got a Forrest Whitaker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
wow.
sorry. If you listen to this show, you know who you are, and I am terribly sorry. But
Yeah.
But you know him. You decided to be friends with
Because
this
I mean,
guy.
like, see.
See,
Okay, so here's what would happen, right? I'd be like, nope, that's too wide of cheeks. All right, let's try this again. Okay, maybe like.
see, you have a very different draw style. You've got a lot of the quick dashes in your
Yeah. So I'd be like, all right, well maybe that's okay, right? Then I.
Ah.
Right.
I was gonna say that's that looks like a cool face, but obviously not now unless there's some
Yeah.
freakish eyelashes.
But I'm saying like. That's the
But
thing.
see,
yeah,
yeah,
my
your-
draw style is more like the quick dash.
Yeah,
kind of-
quick dashes make up a fuzzy type line, whereas like my
Yeah.
my teacher always taught me is like when you make a line, commit to the whole line. You know, don't dash it out and hash it.
No,
I think it was.
mine is very much
Yeah.
like yeah. Like,
gives it a very different aesthetic look to it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean...
Oh, yeah, that other person's face looks screwed up. It's like he got his... Not that one, but that one. You got, like, the chin and then the cheeks bulge out about an inch and then back up.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's the thing, though, right? So, yeah. But usually, because usually when I do stuff, like hairstyles, I like to emphasize the fact that it's imperfect.
Right.
That's why I do because to me, like, it just pictures to me look silly when it's perfectly lined and everything.
Yeah.
So to me, if someone's hair is like going like this, like that's the main outline of it, what I will do is when I'm finally done, I will do this.
Yeah, you go in and you make it look like it's got split ends and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then usually what I do is I generally have like a flow direction, and then I'll have like a different flow direction, and then I'll have something flow out of that. And that's where that kind of like...
To give them personality?
Yeah, kind of thing. So, so then I try to make it look imperfect, though. I'm a huge imperfect person on drawing. Like, I don't like when stuff looks too good. To me, it looks better if it's more kind of, like the picture of myself that I showed you, where it's just kind of like you can see that. Oh,
Jesus, you took like 8 selfies in a row.
I was trying to figure out what a good... I was trying to figure out what a good profile picture would be.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice that the first time you showed me.
These are amazing. Yeah.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
And some of them, it looks like you're about to take a shit. Or you're...
No, wait. I know. It's like...
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Because I was trying to... I'm not a good actor. I've never been a good actor, right? So I was like trying to do like the more
that.
like...
Do I want that?
No.
I don't know.
See, I was trying...
Alright, folks.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm not a good actor. I was trying to do like the angry, frustrated look. Like kind of like the pissed off look.
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But see, I can't do that. I'm just gonna delete these because they're
all right.
But
we're descending into madness, and we're still probably gonna be talking about this for like the next hour.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone, mainly Angela, who showed up to listen, and to all of you listeners out there. Thank you very much. And I know this was an off week where we streamed on Saturday instead, but
maybe that's why your page wasn't on.
it was a force of hand where it wasn't going to work out. I was the only one here yesterday, and again, it's another reason why I am now stepping down from the Seeger Weapons over Normandy, and Matt's going to be the only one taking over. So until next time, it was a fun show. Not too insanely long, not insanely incredibly short. We talked about a lot of things, and I'm going to try my best to continue my YouTube series, but I'm probably going to procrastinate and not do shit. And meanwhile, Blitz is going to keep showing me up on his. So, until next time, folks. Bye.
See ya.